And one thing that's, because I was reading through the biodiversity audit the other day, and if you want to read it, it's in the notes below the video. That even in where was it? So you even the Great Barn, the North Barn, and near the log piles, which is not a massive area.
Yeah.
What was it? 40 different bee species, 20 different parasitoid wasps as well.
Yeah.
And again, that really stuck with me because, again, people may go onto the website and think, well, that's a massive garden.
Yeah.
On your scale of by the barns, it's totally achievable, perhaps in a domestic smaller garden, isn't it?
Yeah, and also what you've got to realize is that when you don't have to have just your small space will have impact, because if you're talking about flying insects, or say insects in general, from one garden to another, there could be a series of stepping stones throughout the town and city that will all add up to a bigger space. And with the fact that we all garden differently will mean that there'll be even more diversity in the structure that's there. And I think, there's nothing, there's nothing new in this, because Jennifer Owens did the studies all those years ago in her sort of Leicestershire garden, where she found 2,600 species in a relatively small garden.
Yeah.
And hers was an ornamental garden as well, slightly on the wild side, but ornamental as well. So, and people find it.
I do hope her book is still in print, because that's like a blueprint, not a blueprint, but that's amazing, that her garden, and that sometimes can get lost in a lot of the literature, actually.
And what happens is, and the sad thing is that somebody who's amazing like her, and the studies that she did, that her voice will not always be heard or recognized. But then it sort of, so we do a little study at Dixter, which is a prestigious garden with a name, and then we get heard. But actually, there are unsung heroes there, like Jennifer Owens and Chris Baines and all those people, all those years. And there are people out there, all those ecologists and all those conservationists that sort of shouted about this for years. And I think the world is waking up to it as well, because there's been some drastic loss of biodiversity out there. But those people should get the recognition for all the work that they did. They're the pioneers in all of this.